Hi guys, welcome to the channel and thank you so much for coming back. Of late, this is my favorite place to be. Anytime I bring my kids to play, I just sit around, and just enjoy and also keep fit. And a video just came into my mind and I'm going to talk about it. So people have been asking me, like, Becca, can you tell me in all sincerity if it is still good to come to the UK, be it as a nurse, as a carer, as whatever? Okay, is 2024 a good year to come to the UK based on all that you are hearing? You are in somewhere, in some part of the world, you had the ambition to immigrate to the UK, but because of all that is happening, you've heard a lot on social media, you are asking yourself, should I really move to the UK? People are asking me whether it's still good to move to the UK, and this is my sincere answer I am going to be giving you. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. If you're new to my channel and my space, hi, my name is Becca. I'm an immigrant nurse originally from Ghana in West Africa. I practice and live and I work in the United Kingdom. On this channel, basically, I talk about nursing. I do lifestyle vlogs, videos, a little bit of me fun and positive vibes here and there. So to answer this question of whether or not to move to the UK in this year 2024, personally, I would say my answer is a big yes. Should you move to the UK in 2024? Yes, a big yes at that matter. Listen to me, the whole world is going through a phase of difficulty, whether we like it or yes. The Bible has said that a time is going to come where there's going to be perilous times. People are going to struggle. So this struggle that is happening in UK is not only in UK. Let's not pretend, because people are behaving as if it's only in UK that there is difficulty. Any other part of the world is okay. But I am telling you that the UK, as far as matters of economics are concerned, the UK is even ahead of most countries. I would say with all sincerity and with all boldness that the UK is doing better in managing of finances than most of the countries in the world. So for somebody like me, my answer to somebody like you asking, should I still move to the UK? My answer is a simple yes, and a big yes for that matter. Now, whether or not to come to the UK depends on how you are going to come to the UK, why you are coming to the UK, and what are your personal goals and commitments in life. Because if you're able to answer all of these questions, you will be able to make an informed decision, right? So let's start with the whys. Why are you moving to the UK? Are you moving to the UK because somebody recommended the UK to you because the UK is good and there is a lot of money here? Why? Are you moving to the UK because you want to study and just get the UK certificate on your certification? Why? Are you coming to the UK because you need a better life for yourself and for your family? Why? Are you coming to the UK because you need a better life for your children? So answer your whys. Why am I coming to the UK? For me, ask me, Becca, why did you move to the UK? It got to a point in my life where I wasn't happy in my country. I wasn't happy at all due to some personal reasons. I was so unhappy in my country. So I felt like, you know what? I've got a good job, but I don't want to be here. I think enough is enough. Let me just move. Let me relocate. Number two, to give my kids that opportunity that I didn't have. You know, that struggles that I went through, working under my father's influence to become the person that I was back home. I'm looking at my kids. So what if I am not able to give them this kind of life, which it will be difficult for me to give them, right? Because of the competition, because of who you know and what the person can afford for you or what the person can do for you. But here the opportunities here that you don't need to know somebody to be able to get access to these opportunities. You just need to do the right thing and get all the paperwork and everything on point. You don't need to know anybody. So my whys, some of these are the reasons why. Did it become accomplished? I would say a big yes. Since I moved to the UK, it's not all rosy. Anybody who tells you that relocating to a new country is going to be rosy and rosy and rosy, it's a lie. Your first few years, even maybe a couple of years, or even up to 3 years, can be very rough, right? But I say that the people that you meet within these first 2 to 3 years, they play a very big role in your life. The decisions that you make within these 2 to 3 years play a very big role in your life, right? After you've asked yourself why you want to move to the UK, if it is the will of God that yes, you should move to the UK, pray that yes, I'm going to the UK, I'm praying to meet good people, because there are some people, if you encounter them, doomsday for you in this UK, doomsday. So pray that you meet good people who will set you on the right pathway, who will give you that landing, that soft landing. It doesn't need to be your family, because sometimes you feel like, oh, I have family in UK, that's why I'm moving to family. You'll be shocked that your family are not the ones that are going to assist you or support you. It can be absolute strangers that will support you and assist you in the work to achieving that life goal that you wanted for yourself. So after you've answered why you are moving to the UK, the next question is, how are you moving to the UK? Are you moving to the UK to work as a skilled worker? if you're coming to the UK to work as a skilled worker, what are your qualifications? Do I have the qualifications that I need? If I don't have them, you need to start working towards them. When I wanted to come to the UK, I had a diploma in nursing, which I brought to the UK. But I told myself, you know what, let me just get the degree so that when I come, I'm not going to start the degree all over again, because I might not have that, that support that I need to be able to take care of my kids and go to school. So I did my degree back home, and I would say that that is the best gift I did for myself. For somebody who is single, right, they can choose to come in with their diploma, come here to do their degree, which is also very good, because at the end of the day, you have your UK certificate on top of your CV, which can boost your career. So how do you want to come to the UK? If you want to come in as a student, you know that there are a lot of changes that are happening. Spend some time to read about the immigration law. Can you still bring family as a student? No. What do you have to do? Moving forward, if you've got a family and you want to study in the UK, make that adjustment. So how do you want to come in? Do you want to come in as a carer? If you want to come in as a carer, ask yourselves, is this something that is going to work for my family commitment? Read resources, spend some time to read about this immigration law and everything that is happening, because it will save you, it will help you and assist you to make an informed decision. So how do you want to come to the UK? What routes do you want to use? There are a lot of routes. I heard somebody saying the other day that they want to come through, they've heard that they can come through the visitors route and can work in the UK, and can switch from the visit visa to become tier 2 visa holders, or to become work visa holders. I don't know where people hear, or how they get all this information. I remember one thing that I did for myself before I moved to the UK. I was reading a lot. So before I stepped foot into the country, I felt like I was already living here, because I knew so much. Now the world is a global village. You can go on the internet, you've got a lot of access to information. You can read a lot of things that will assist you and give you that support and guidance that you need. It depends on the route you want to use. If you want to use the skilled worker route, spend some time, go onto the skilled worker, the structured occupation list, go on it, look at your qualifications. What route can your qualification bring you on? How much do you need? How much do you need to come to the UK? Make sure that you have that finances, right? So how you want to come to the UK? And one thing I will say with all sincerity, with all seriousness, is that do not pay monies to people to bring you to the UK. The best way to come to the UK now, if you want peace of mind, is to sit behind your computer and do things by yourself. It is doable. It is possible. Yesterday, a girlfriend of mine called me and we're talking over the phone, and she came to the UK to do her master's years back. She went back to Ghana and then came back here to coming back as a skilled worker, right? So the first time that she came in to do her master's, she came in fully funded scholarship. Actually, she got 3 scholarships, 3 of them, to come to the UK to study. 3 scholarships, and she chose the one that was most suitable for her. She didn't pay a dime. She came to study for free. There are a lot of routes. If you want to come to the UK, look at personal circumstances. If you're a single person, it's very easy for you to come to the UK, because you don't have to think about family. You're coming to start life. You can have a decent life to yourself. So I wouldn't say no, the UK is a bad time because of the immigration law that is changing every day. That one, it will change because of human beings' behavior. Yes, it has to change, because it's their country. You have to make it the way we came to meet it. They have to carry on and leave a legacy to make their ancestors proud. If it's my country, I would say same. Because if I remember when Chinese sometime back invaded our country and were mining gold illegally, our government didn't do anything initially until the people of the land stood up and fought, and things began to work out. So if somebody comes to your country and they're not doing things the right way, it worries you. It bothers you that the country that your forefathers have struggled to build, somebody is coming one day and to destroy everything. It's sad. You want to take measures, but one thing that they didn't do, which I know UKVI didn't do, Home Office didn't do well initially, was to take their time to strategize. When the whole brouhaha started, they didn't really plan. How are we going to make sure that people that are coming into the UK through legal migration, they are legal people, they are doing things the right way? Let's check their documentation, let's check their paperwork, let's make sure that everything is correct, everything is right. They didn't do all of these things to protect the legal immigrants from coming to the UK. So it's partly their fault. So everything just went boom. And now that they are trying to put in measures to make sure that the thing is done the right way, we feel threatened. We feel like, why is it done this way and now it is done that way? Change is something that is very difficult, but it's inevitable. We can't do without change. So they made a mistake. They've gone back to the drawing board, but that consistency is what is lacking. There is inconsistency, because today they say this, they go back to the drawing board and realize that no, this thing that we said is not really working. Let's go back and bring another measure. So that inconsistency is the only reason why the UK is becoming like it's not a good place to be. But nothing has changed. As far as I know, I've been here for almost 4 years. I'm counting my 4th year now. Nothing has changed apart from the inconsistency in the immigration law. That is the only thing, if you ask me, I would say has changed. Because now I feel like it's even becoming better and better. If I am telling you the truth, the UK is becoming better and better because at first a lot of things were not there in place. It looks like they are being strict, right? But it's to our favor also. A lot of things were not in place. If we're coming in as a nurse, at first it's either you pass your IELTS at a certain band score or nothing. But now they're trying to introduce a lot of measures that you can become a nurse. A lot of measures like introducing this healthcare assistant. It was a good opportunity for us, but our own people destroyed it with their hands. So how you are coming to the UK really matters. How are you coming? Are you going to pay money to a third party where you don't have access to information, or you're going to do things by yourself? So the how, the why, and then the when. When is the right time to come? Whenever you are ready. As far as you're ready, it doesn't matter. Whenever you are ready to move, don't be under pressure, don't be under duress. I know a lot of people, when they watch videos, they watch, people doing some things on social media, they feel like, I should be there now. I should be there now. Listen, the Bible says that when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. If it is your time, nobody can dim your shine. You will shine at the right time. And if it's the will of God that is bringing you, He will make all things beautiful in His time. So do not rush. Don't say that it must be in 2024, so it must be in 2024. It might be in 2025. At that time, God will make things beautiful for you because it is your time. Okay? So then when, ask God, when do you want me to move? I remember I heard about this whole UK thing back in 2017. I heard the UK wanted nurses, but I wasn't pressured to move. I gave myself 2 years to prepare myself. In that preparation phase, what I did was that I was going online, I was reading resources, I was watching other successful people who were already in the UK, who were making it, how were they doing it. I read, I took my time to explore, I took my time to prepare. And I tell you what, even above all this preparation I did, I wouldn't say that I had a soft landing. I still struggled to settle in. But did I come out of it? Yes. So it doesn't matter what time you are coming. When it is your time, you will come. You wouldn't need to give anybody. You wouldn't need to sell your properties. It breaks my heart when I see people, they've sold all that they have, and now nothing is promised in this UK because something can happen. And there was this couple, right, a husband and wife, who went back home for a funeral. So when they came to the UK, I think 6 months down the line, the mother of the wife died. So they went back home for a funeral. When they were coming back, they were deported at the border control because apparently their sponsor license has been revoked and they didn't know. And they were coming in and they were sent back from Heathrow. So all of these stories brings fear, panic, anxiety. People are scared what is happening in the UK. But the country that you are in, you have to pay attention to the laws, to the rules. What are they saying? They say if you go to Rome, you do what Romans do. I am a citizen of another country. The same way I would want somebody to go to my country and look after it and take care of it so that when I go back home, I will have that joy and peace to enjoy my country. It's the same way people in the UK expect us immigrants to behave, to live, to not spoil their resources for them, to leave the country. So all these changes that they are making, all this adjustment is because of human attitude and human behavior that brought all of us there. But the inconsistency is what is breaking everybody's heart. So yes, the UK is still a good place to come. You might not make it at the first, let's say 3 years, because somebody will come to the UK, let's say 1.5 years, they've bought a house, they've bought a car, they are doing well for themselves. But remember that all fingers are not equal, right? All fingers are not equal. The earlier you know this, the better for you. You know this and no peace. All fingers are not equal. So if somebody came 5 years ago and couldn't do anything, you can come 2 years, you can accomplish a lot. So we are all running our pace. So don't look at somebody's pace. If it's the will of God for you to come and your time is right, it will happen. So don't get carried away by all the news that is happening. If you're asking me genuinely, Becca, should I still come to the UK? Yes. Why? What is your focus of coming to the UK? Yeah, that's the question. What is your focus? Why are you coming to the UK? I'm coming to advance my career. I'm coming to learn. I'm coming to add on to my family. I'm coming to give my family that life that they wanted. Why? If you are able to answer all of these questions, you can be able to make an informed decision. So I hope you are guided. If you ask me practically, these are the reasons why I'll say that yes, the UK is still a good place to come. There are lots of opportunities here. I am saying this because I am a beneficiary of these opportunities. If you've followed me on this channel for some time, you will know. you know how I transitioned, where I came from. I show everything, not everything, but I mean, I try to cover most of the key points in my life on this channel, just to motivate people to know that it is doable. When I came to UK, I slept in my car at a point, and people were criticizing me, but I didn't care. I was like, I promised myself to document the major incidences and happenings in my life, and so I did. And to the glory of God, it was a big motivation to people who were going through similar situations, somewhere worse than me. I have met a lady, right, who slept outside with her family, outside in this London. Yes, they were sleeping outside by the train station. So when she saw my video, she was so motivated. She was like, oh, if such a person like you who have been here, that time I was here for 2 years and I still had this challenge, how much more me that came with my 4 children at this time, you know? So it's just a motivation. So let's just be guided. Let's just be guided. If the UK is not for you, it's not for you. Don't come. But if it is for you and you have that feeling that this is where I will make it, don't let anybody drift your focus. Don't follow the trend and say, oh, so and so person has gone to Australia, so and so person is going to US. And I remember somebody asked me, you seem so happy in this UK. I said, it's not like I'm so happy in the UK. I'm happy, I'm comfortable, but it's not just because I'm happy in the UK, but it's because this is where God wants me to be. This is why I prayed. God told me that this is the UK for you, because I won an American lottery and I chose to come to the UK. So I am moving according to the plan and purpose and the will of God. And by the grace of God, I have not been disgraced. God has put good people in my way who have supported me and held my hand to make this journey uneventful as much as it could. So this is just my simple advice for you, that be guided so that you can make an informed decision. Thank you guys so much for watching, for constantly coming back to the channel, and until we meet again in my next video. Bye bye.